Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about some online stupidity. We're going to talk about Reddit getting its panties in a bunch. They're not happy with Elon Musk because of that Nazi but not Nazi salute he did. So now they're banning links from X to Reddit, and a lot of other people all over the internet are like, we're going to boycott anything that has anything to do with Elon Musk and Donald Trump.
But I don't understand, because it's like, if you look at it in context, that's not what he did. And if you're going to argue that, like, I know AOC was one of the ones arguing it and pushing it like crazy, and the media is running with it. There are picture after picture after picture of celebrities or other politicians doing something similar. And that's okay. So you're like really stretching on this one. They just wanted a reason to not use X. Right. And now they're going to get it. But it's just really short-sighted and stupid. And we're going to talk about why.
Yeah, we're going to talk about why, because it's not going to go very well for them, because most of the tech moguls, most of the CEOs of most of the major tech platforms, they're supporting Donald Trump. So what are you going to do? Where are you going to go? In fact, we're going to talk about Reddit is even hosted with Amazon, and Jeff Bezos supports Donald Trump, and Google, the CEO, supports Donald Trump. If you're using an iPhone, you're tweeting angrily. Oh my God. Well, one, you can't tweet because it's X. If you're using Blue Sky, guess what? Tim Cook supports Donald Trump. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You will get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
Go out to clownfishminus.com. Help support the reef. You can also join here on this very channel and also on Locals. So what actually kicked this off, me looking into this, was something that happened with you on Facebook, Geeky, that we had an independent comic book person loudly proclaiming that if you were a Trump supporter.
Yeah, so this person who's getting ready to do a crowdfunder, I want to add, I'm not going to say who it is, but they're getting ready to do a crowdfunder. And they're like, if you support Trump, please unfollow me or please unfriend me. And some of their friends were like, wait, what? And I was like, wait a minute. One, if you're going to ask people that, I'm assuming that you're going to put on your crowdfunder that you do not want money from anybody who supported Trump. Because I'm sure that they're going to try to take money from people on the crowdfund. They're going to ask each person, are you going to back my book? You better, check here that you did not, support Donald Trump so you can. They're not going to do that. They want the money.
Should be a survey question.
Yeah, right. They will, tell friends they can't be their friends anymore, but they'll still take the money. And I said, well, you better not take that money then, because that wouldn't be right. And this is so ironic, because he was writing this on Facebook. Zuckerberg has been, big time kissing Trump's ass, and he was at the inauguration. I said, you can't use Instagram. You're not going to be able to promote your comic because they're all promoting on every platform they can. I'm like, well, I guess now you cannot use Facebook. You cannot use Instagram. You cannot use Threads. You cannot use TikTok. You cannot use X. You cannot use, YouTube. You cannot put your comic up on the internet that might be on Google.
Can't use Amazon.
Because all these people
you can't sell it on Amazon. Yeah.
Were there supporting Trump. And I'm like, so what are you going to do? I'm like, you're being stupid, because you cannot. And there's no way, short of pulling yourself off of everything, that you can do this. And that's really stupid as it is, because you're more than half the people who voted for Trump. You telling half of the audience not to buy your stuff. Now you know why the Hollywood celebrities did what they did. Now their movies are failing. This is why companies are going back to center, because you cannot do that and expect to stay in business. It's stupid. It's hypocritical, and it's really dumb.
It's not 2017 anymore, obviously, because back then a lot of the tech companies were anti-Trump, and now they're playing ball with Trump. And pretty much the entire internet. I mean, I think Microsoft was the only big company that they didn't send their CEO to the inauguration, but everybody else was there very willingly. Tim Cook from Apple, very progressive Apple. A gay man, by the way, one of the very first people to welcome his new insect overlord to the White House, so it's like, you're gonna have to pick and choose your battles, right? Nobody's telling you have to love Trump. Nobody's telling you have to love his policies, right?
Nope.
But you're going to, this literally is cutting off your nose to spite your own face if you're going to stop using any platform that is owned or operated by someone who supports Trump. And good luck with that.
Back to the thing about the Elon Musk thing. And anybody who watches our show knows I don't really like Elon Musk that much. I don't. You know that.
Yeah.
And I'm even like, okay, you guys are really taking this out of context. I can see where it looks not good. There's other ways to do it. But I also know the guy's likely on the spectrum. He was caught up in the moment. I don't think he was thinking it through. He was just, really excited. And I don't think that was the intention. He even said, from the heart, he wasn't like, clearly that was not the intent. And we've mentioned before how intent matters. Right. They know that. They're just doing it to be dicks. Meanwhile, you have, screen cap after screen cap after screen cap of stuff that, these politicians did. AOC was even one of the ones that had screen cap stuff. And they're screaming, well, that's not in context. Well, neither was this. But you're all running with it. Neither was the MAGA hat kid. Neither was the kid at the Indians or Chiefs game or whatever it was. The half the face paint. Y'all ran with a narrative that wasn't true, and then it caused problems. And that's what they're doing here, too. And it's idiocy. It's just idiocy.
It's so stupid. I mean, look, a lot of these people, a lot of these activists, they're not the brightest bulbs in the box, right? We've already seen this time and time again with their takes on technology. It's usually like, we don't like computer take our jobs, computer bad. And they get it wrong 9 times out of 10. A lot of this even goes back to when we were doing webcomics. They were like, if you post your webcomic on this site, oh my God, they're going to steal your IP, guys. And it was like, nobody wants your IP. Your IP is worthless. Like, nobody wants your shit. It's standard legal terminology to avoid you suing them. But yeah, so now Reddit is taking it to the next level, and Reddit is definitely a ground zero for a lot of these activists. And they're over there bitching about Elon Musk and Donald Trump on a platform that is hosted on Amazon
and Google
and Google Cloud.
The Google CEO was there too.
Yes, he was. Which means that we can only hope that maybe they're a little more fair in their search results, and YouTube won't censor like they were, because that's apparently being made illegal now. But yeah, Reddit's hosted on Amazon web services here. So this is coming from Forbes. Here we go. We got some other examples here from 404 Media, but X ban spreads across Reddit as communities react to Musk's gesture. They said the movement has gained significant momentum across major subreddits, with Formula One, a community of 4.8 million subs, announcing a trial period banning all X content, with limited exceptions for screenshots of posts from teams, drivers, and official F1 accounts that aren't available on other platforms. The moderators noted, while many F1 journalists have migrated to alternative platforms like Blue Sky, teams and drivers haven't made the transition yet.
So Blue Sky is allowed to be shared, though.
Oh, I'm sure Blue Sky is allowed to be. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's one of the biggest ones. They say, according to Newsweek, a proposal to ban X links on Liverpool FC received over 36,000 votes. So they're taking surveys now on it. Chicago Bears subreddit. So these are sports communities, which is so weird, because you'd think sports people would be like the last ones to be like, oh my God, here we go with the cancel culture bullshit. Some gaming communities like Destiny 2 are implementing an immediate ban on X links. But you can post screenshots, right? But
so you can't put links to stuff, but you can post screenshots making fun of people.
Yes.
Okay. But you can use Blue. And they said they point to you can use Blue Sky.
Yes, you can use Blue Sky. Gee Willikers. I wonder if somebody from Blue Sky isn't possibly putting some of these subreddit mods up to.
Do you want to bet if you look into it, there's probably people in Blue Sky that have ties to supporting Trump?
I'm sure.
I know. That might be something to dig into, because if there is, be like, oh no, you can't use Blue Sky either.
So Meta faced criticism. This is damn disappointing. They said where users were searching for terms like Democrats, they're met with content restriction notices. Well, if you search for Trump for the longest time, you were met with content restriction
personally,
notices.
You shouldn't be met with either.
No,
searching Trump or searching Democrats, neither one should come up with that, if we're being fair. But
the company also recently announced the end of its third-party fact-checking program in the U.S., prompting a week-long lights out Meta boycott campaign spearheaded by REM frontman Michael Stipe.
I don't think it did anything. I don't think anybody cared.
REM. Damn it, Michael. The boycott scheduled for January 19th through 26th. Yeah. Okay, so it's ongoing.
Going on now. I have seen no change.
No, because you've got people. This is what's ironic about it, right? They're calling for users to abandon all Meta platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Messenger, WhatsApp, and other Meta products. And you've got people on Facebook bitching about Trump and Musk. And
yeah, apparently they didn't get the memo because they just posted this yesterday. So shouldn't they be off of there completely? God,
I don't think this is going to matter. This is just so ridiculous. This is like, you're not going to be able to avoid. This is kind of like, it's kind of like vegans expecting everything to be vegan. Like if you personally choose to, I'm not attacking vegans, you do you, but I like meat. But you're expecting everybody to have the same, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you can't avoid, people who have voted for Trump, considering how many people voted for Trump, and all these platforms, I'm sorry, they're run by people who voted for Trump. Like, I don't know what year you think this is, but things are changing.
You can go all over social media platforms and never hear anything about who people voted for at all if you go to the right places. So it shouldn't even matter. And the thing is, you go to the grocery store all the time and you don't know if the cashier voted for Trump or, voted for Harris. You get your groceries bagged. You don't know who they voted for. You go to the gas station. You don't know who they voted for. You're just going around your day. You talk to all these people that you know or friends of or just, help you out in your day-to-day lives. When the ambulance comes, you don't say, oh, my God, guys, if you voted for Trump, you can't save me. This is stupid.
Right? Yeah,
well, is stupid.
But this is what happened in 2017. It was like, did you vote for Trump? Oh, you can't work in our comic book industry. Did you vote for Trump? We don't want you in the video game industry. Oh, we don't want you tabling at our convention.
Yes, and that's what happened. And then all these things that did that went down the shitter.
Mm-hmm.
And now the companies behind them aren't going to allow that again because they cannot keep losing money to, virtue signal to these people.
Let's take a look at this. This is coming from 404 Media, and they have a video scroll, I guess, of some of the bands. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Oh my God, yeah, these are all subreddits. We have a Christian one on there. Wow. Twitter links are no longer allowed.
Yeah, because they're being told that Elon Musk did a Nazi salute, and that's what they're being told. And instead of looking into it themselves, they're just believing it.
God,
and then the media, once again, the media who just lost the election because people didn't trust them are just going back to doing what they always did.
And the weird thing is Reddit actually has, this is going to be really interesting to watch. Reddit actually has boosted or has had its rankings boosted on Google because they made a backdoor deal with Google several months ago to use the content from Reddit to train their AI.
Yes.
So, but the Google CEO loves the Trump now too. He was right behind his family at the inauguration. So, you should not be using Reddit at all. You should not be using any platform. You need to get rid of your iPhone.
What you should not be allowed to use iPhone. You shouldn't be allowed to use anything associated with Apple, so TV or anything. Computers, all that. So you can't do that. iPads, things like that. You can't use Meta, anything associated with Meta. So Facebook, Threads, Instagram, whatever else they own. You can't use Google, so no YouTube, no Google. You can't use X because Elon Musk, so you can't use that stuff. TikTok CEO is there, so even though it got turned back on, you better shut TikTok off right now because you're a bigot. Who else was on there? I can't even remember. My mind. It's just pretty much everything.
TikTok, Amazon, anything owned by Amazon, Google, anything owned by Google.
Just a couple things that you're allowed, that you can still be allowed to use. I think if you look into the other ones too, you're going to find out that there's some connections there as well. If you look, so technically you just better turn your computers off and just not go online anymore because you might be benefiting somebody who supports Trump. This is so stupid. It's like, how about you just fact check your shit at Reddit, and then because I can guarantee you there's a lot of crap on there that's coming from other places too.
Yeah, I remember when Trump first got elected the last time. They were trying to cancel Shopify because they were like, somebody had a pro-Trump shop on Shopify, and they said that they were not going to get political on Shopify. Basically, if you violate the terms of service, you violate the terms of service, but they weren't going to, discriminate. And because all these other platforms at that point, including the ones that are all in Trump's back pocket now, threw him off, they were like, well, you need to get rid of these people because they're Trump supporters and they're Trump, and they wouldn't do it. And they tried to blacklist them. They tried to blacklist Substack. I remember Substack because they had Trump supporters on Substack, and that didn't work. Now they're all running to Substack. They're like, oh my God, our websites are collapsing.
But I'm just like, look, you know what, guys? Here's an idea. And you know, if it was the other way around, I'd be saying the same thing. This isn't because, oh, well, because of Trump. I'm like, no, I'd be saying it if it was the other side doing it too. I have been saying it. I think that this is stupid. It's just absolutely ridiculously stupid on your own part. You cannot get away from it. It is what it is. I'm sorry.
It's like I said, you know, just get off the internet then, I guess, because most of the internet is run by Amazon, Google, Meta, your beloved TikTok. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I don't know if the temper tantrums are going to continue for years like they did before, but yeah, at some point you're gonna have to realize it is what it is. You know,
like if you're doing like books, because this person is going to do comic books, it's like you're going to run into people with the Trump background or support somewhere, with whether it be the printer or the people that ship or whatever. It's just there's no way some Trump person's going to have touched it at some point. It's just the way it is.
Trump cooties.
Print Ninja can tell you for a fact their first graphic novel they ever did, as far as graphic novel printing was concerned, and that started them down doing graphic novels, was our book. So if you hate us, then don't effing use Print Ninja, I guess.
Yeah,
the reason they do what they do is because of us. So bite me.
We literally walked, and I remember being in the kitchen or in the dining room. It was the dining room off the kitchen of the old house, and having probably a 2-hour conversation with Print Ninja. And I told them, I said, you need to look into printing comics and graphic novels because there's a huge market you're missing out on crowdfunding. And this was back in like 2011. And they went all in on, and that's most of their business now. So yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, we were the very first one. But and everybody's like, well, you like Trump. Well, now you can't use Print Ninja, I guess. I'm just like, this whole thing is stupid. Like everything is connected in some way to people. Either way, it's just dumb. You don't have to like Trump. That's fine. I get it. Totally get it. I don't like everything he says either. You don't have to agree, but you don't have to be a dick either.
So let's wrap this up. Good luck with that. I guess my feeling on this is like, if you're going to boycott everything and you're going to boycott the internet, it's going to be fantastic.
I know it's going to be great for everybody else.
It's going to be great for everybody else. Like, you know what? You take yourself out of play. Absolutely. Do it. Go live in a cave or something somewhere. That's fantastic, because that means there's more for the rest of us who don't really give a shit. We just want to make our stuff, and we need these companies to get our stuff out there, and you'll deal with it if that's what you want. Are we going to wrap it up?
Yeah.
All right. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.